I thought I would take this moment to come up here and talk to you guys heart to heart, maybe face to face, but you know, when I sit down and I talk to somebody, I can always see their eyes, and I can't see you guys, so let's turn the lights up for a second. Come on, there you go. Hello, motherfuckers. So I wanted to talk to you about a couple things, take an opportunity to tell you how this band came to be, and talk about decisions and energy, and I want to start this little conversation off with saying that people have been coming up to me as long as I can remember, and they've been telling me, you know, everything happens for a reason, and I'm here to tell you that that is not fucking true. Things happen because you decide to make a fucking decision and do something with your life, right? So, we're gonna call this story time, and we're all gonna sit down together. You guys sit down, I'll sit down, and I'll tell you how this whole thing happened, because if we had not made some decisions in our life, you guys would probably not be here, and we would not be here for sure. So I find this ironic, and I find it interesting, and I find it fascinating. So here we go. It was December of 1980. I was in a band in Los Angeles. It was not Motley Crue, and I came from Jerome, Idaho, population 4,000 people, and all I wanted to do with my life, all that I wanted out of life, is I wanted to be in a rock and roll band. So I made a decision to get on a Greyhound bus and go all the fucking way to Hollywood, you know? And all I had was a bass. So I started a band. We were playing around, and basically I felt that everything was perfect in my life, and for no apparent reason, one night at band rehearsal, I looked over at these guys, God bless them, and I said, I don't know why, guys, but I quit. Now, at that moment, it might have been a bad decision, or I think it was a good decision, but at the time, you see, I had no money, I had no car, I didn't have a job, but I did have an idea, and this was my idea. But there has to be 3 other guys in Los Angeles, California. They have to fucking be out there, and they want to be like me. They want to reach down and grab the nuts and rip them off the fucking music industry and change fucking history. That was my idea. Now, I didn't know what they looked like. I didn't know their names. I had no idea if they even existed. So, on a Thursday night, I made another decision. I have no idea why. And I hitched a ride to Hollywood, California, to Santa Monica Boulevard, and I went to a club called the Starwood. And you know, as I walked through the back door, there he was. He was sitting on the drums. He was 17 years old. I can see him right now. Can you see him? He was skinny as fuck, long stringy hair, and he was beating the shit out of the fucking drums. You know who that was? That was and is the one and only Tommy Lee. Where are you?
What's up, fuckers?
It's been a wild ride. And it started, I went backstage, I guess you could call it a stage, and I went back and I bought Tommy 2 beers, and I had a rum and coke, and we sit on the floor, and I can picture it right fucking now. You remember Tommy?
Oh yeah.
Tommy was wearing girls' spandex pants, that's what I remember. But we talked about something that was very important to us, and that is that we loved heavy fucking metal. And something else that would be very important to this band, to the fabric of this band, to the history of this band, and is that we also were very much in love with punk rock. Now, you put those two things together, and the fact that we were also in love with the great bands that came out of the 70s, like Black Sabbath and Aerosmith and Queen and David Bowie and Elton John, and as a matter of fact, Alice fucking Cooper. So, me and Tommy set up shop at this girl's house that I was living at. I was just trying to remember her name. Do you remember her name? We don't remember her name. You know, she doesn't fucking matter in this story. What matters is that me and Tommy set up bass and drums and we start playing these songs. Too Fast for Love, Public Enemy #1, Starry Eyes, Live Wire. A lot of great fucking ideas for great songs, but we did not have a guitar player, we did not have a singer. So we decided to go on a beer run to a 7-Eleven, and we pulled up, there was a magazine sitting on the counter called the Recycler Magazine, and we opened it up to guitar players available, and it said, loud, rude, aggressive guitar player, only call me if you're serious, my name is Mick Mars.
That's right, big dog.
Okay, so for those in the back, story time is not over, so set the fuck down. So now we've got 3 guys in black leather with black hair, and we needed a lead singer, and Tommy goes, I know a guy, except for he's in another band, and Mick said, if he's good, let's steal his ass. So on a Tuesday night, we made a decision to go back to that club, and there he fucking was, in white leather pants, a white leather jacket with bleached white hair. He was leaning into some cheap trick, and that was, and still is, and will always be Mr. Vince Neil right there. So, we talked about the fact that we didn't want to look like anybody else, we didn't want to sound like anybody else, and we didn't want to be like anybody else, and we got together $26. That's all the money we had, and we set up shop in Burbank, California for 1 day. And if it didn't work, you guys wouldn't be here right now, and we wouldn't be here. It was the fucking point of entry. You ready? This is exactly how it fucking went down. I handed Vince the lyrics to Livewire, and he looked at them, and he goes, I've got this. Mick picked up the guitar, turned up the amps, Tommy jumped behind his fucking drums, and I picked up this bass, and at that exact fucking moment, it was January 17th, 1981, Motley Crue was fucking born! So, you usually don't learn a lesson at a Motley Crue concert, but here it is. If anybody ever tells you not to fucking trust your decisions, tell them to go fuck themselves and do it your fucking way, alright? This is not goodbye, motherfuckers, and it is not farewell. Because I promise you, and we promise you, that Motley Crue's music is gonna haunt you till the day that you die.